Hello, gorgeous human being. This is Cali Anca from the Gentle Awakening, and today I want to speak with you about processing emotions. Out of the popular opinion that we have to do something in order to process our emotions, in fact, what is it for us to do when intense emotions appear or many emotions appear in the same time, which creates overwhelm? It is to go into the body and to open ourselves up to experiencing more of that. So when you feel overwhelmed, it is so hard to keep your focus on whatever you're doing. So you need to stop everything and to let your body be flooded with all the sensations that this overwhelm brings. When you process emotions, you want to bring more connection with the physicality. Emotions are chemistry, are electrical impulses that the brain sends to the body. The body is filled with sensations, and the body wants to process them. And the body does that naturally. We don't have to do anything to process our emotions. We must put our mind into the body and to let the body expand into the sensations that it has as emotions are processed naturally. The body is this brilliant machine that does this job naturally. We don't have to do anything because the mind cannot be the tool to use in order to process emotions. The more we try to understand them, the more rumination there is, the less we will process them. The body, we will keep them stuck because the body needs to literally feel them. We feel the emotions through the body, and this is a process of the body. It's not something that comes from the mind. We cannot have any kind of influence over this process. What we can do is to let the body be open, to let the body do its job. And if we can stay for 10 minutes with the presence on our body as it does its job, everything will come back to zero, to the point zero, absolutely naturally. There is nothing you can do. The less you do, the more you experience. And this is actually a very beautiful mind bend, because this is also something that we long for. We long to have more of whatever, more of connection, more of happiness, more of money, more of health, more of energy. And this more, it is met inside the body. And the body experiences this more as we allow it to feel. If we think, we don't feel. If we think, we don't listen. We must let the body do its job naturally. The body is the instrument that listens and connects with and processes absolutely natural emotions. And the more emotions can run free through the body, guess what? We become much more harmonized because the body loves to have connection with what is happening. Emotions are electrical impulses that the brain sends, and they must reach to the body. They must create overwhelm, if you want. They must create suffering or pain or fear or anxiety or happiness or excitement or love or arousal. They must create all these. We must let them. We don't have to believe that they should not be here. This is the thing. Us judging the way nature works stops nature from working. So it's not about what is happening, it's about what we believe about what is happening and how do we see what is happening. And this is beautiful and also very hard, because it's actually very simple to live our lives in harmony. It's much more simpler than to try to solve our lives or to plan our lives or to control our lives. But we must put the mind into a state of mind, of gentleness, of allowance, of openness, of receiving, of welcoming whatever appears. We cannot control life. We must let it happen. So let's say that my partner comes to me, for example, and tells me that he cannot keep his word anymore of having our date tonight because something appeared and he just cannot. So I start to feel angry and I start to feel disappointed and sad, maybe, because I wanted to see him. And all these feelings, if I don't let them be felt right here and right now, as he shares this with me, as I receive the notice, as I experience them, they will get stuck over there. And maybe I'll say, oh, that's okay, honey, don't worry. We can do it any other night. But 2 days after that, 3 days, 2 hours after that, I will start to snap at him, at my child, at my flowers, at my body. I'll start to snap because I get frustrated, because I never actually connected with something that just happened. I must be a good parent for myself and let this baby, the body is like a baby, to process, to feel, to experience. But what happens is that we judge what we feel. We may say, oh, I should not be angry at him. I should not be... But you're not angry at him. You are just angry. There is just some anger. There is just some sadness. There is just some disappointment. You don't have to relate this to the outside. You have to just bring the focus on experiencing that. And as you do so, things flow more naturally, and there will be more space into the body to welcome and to receive more. So we must learn the language of the body so that we cannot try to control it or try to put it into the box of the mind. The mind and the body, two different worlds, completely different. And we don't have to try to understand them both. It's nice to create harmony. This is the goal. The more you let yourself experience life as it appears for you, the more spaciousness, openness, and receiving you have in your body. And this is available for everything, not just feelings that you don't like, also feelings that you do like. Because through experiencing, can you actually feel pleasure in your whole system? Completely, to be absolutely changed by the experience of pleasure that you may experience throughout your life. Are you available to do that? Because this is something that is very available for us to do. And this unification in connection inside one feeling changes our lives, changes our system, changes our body and our mind. We must let life change us. We cannot stay stuck because we don't even know what we're stuck at. We judge the way things appear for us and we stop them. And this is what creates emotional processing so difficult. So remember, next time when you experience an emotion, which is every single second, you let it be. You let that inform your body fully. Let it inform you. Let it change you if it has to change you. You cannot actually grasp into anything. But only by doing so, you'll have much more connection with your body. You will understand a bit more the way your body communicates with you. More information will arise to your mind eventually. At the moment, no, you will feel just confused and overwhelmed when you start doing this practice, and that is okay. But afterwards, wisdom will appear, and you will have so much more understanding about how things work. As you do so, you get to have much more understanding about the world around you, and you'll have more patience, more compassion, more love about the way of nature, about how things work. Do not try to process your emotions. Let your emotions be processed naturally by your body and by connecting with what happens inside your life at the moment. If you want to hear more, if you want to learn more about this, follow my account Gentle Awakening and come to my world, and let's dive deeper together into learning the way of nature and finding resources that actually work, that actually can bring more flow, ease, and openness into our lives.